Welcome to this edition of Pattern Spotlight. Today we will be reviewing Simplicity's S9463, and be sure to stick around throughout the video because I will be showcasing images of what the suggested fabric could possibly look like for this particular garment. You don't want to miss that. It will help you tremendously with choosing your fabric for this project. If you already know how to do my sew-alongs and videos, and if you'll be kind enough to watch at least one ad should it appear, which enables me to keep bringing you free content, feel free to skip ahead to go straight to the pattern spotlight. Skip ahead to the 3-minute 45-second mark. Here's a little bit about how I do my Sew With Me sew-alongs.
Techniques, I'm going to put it on the website and I will reference it in the sew-along itself. So for example, we're working on a pair of pants that has a fly front. So when we get to that portion in the sew-along, I'll do a little bit of it, in instructions in the sew-along itself, but then I'm going to refer you over to the website to go ahead and look at that video, that particular video, look it over, study it, do your own sample if you want, because I'm big on that technique binder. So go ahead and and do that. And then once you get a good hang of what that technique is, then come back onto the sew-along itself and do that particular technique with the sew-along. So that way we both kind of benefit. You still get the instruction of the actual sew-along, step by step of how to do a particular thing. But it's less editing on my part because, like I said, I'll mention it in the sew-along itself, but then I'll refer you over to the website to actually find that particular technique and go ahead, review it, look at it. And then once you master it or enough to where even you can sew along, at the same time and install it in that particular sew-along that you're doing at that time. So hopefully that will be okay for you, because I think I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone for watching my videos. I love to upload the videos. I love to share my knowledge. And I'm pretty sure that you guys love to get free content. So in order for me to keep uploading free content, I just need you to do some simple things for me, some very simple things. The first thing is just to hit the subscribe button. So just make sure that you hit that. So you're subscribed to my channel. Hit the notification bell so when I upload a new video, you don't miss out and you get to see it. And then also, if there's an ad on my videos, they're typically anywhere from 10 seconds to maybe up to 2 minutes. Just go ahead and either watch it or do something else you want to do in that particular time that ad is running. So use the restroom, go get something to drink or something like that. Because that way, if you let that ad run, I benefit from YouTube, and that way I can still keep creating content and uploading it for free. Okay. Enough of that boring stuff. Back to the sew-along. Please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any uploads. Thanks again and keep on watching. Okay, so we'll be reviewing Simplicity's S9463. The garment type is a dress, more specifically, I believe a shirt dress. Sewing level is average. Description is a mini dress with front and back yokes, has body darts, wide front placket or band, pocket details, belt, top stitch bands on sleeves, and skirt hem. View A has same features with above knee skirt and back slit. Moving on to the body measurements and sizes. So for sizes 6 to 14, the bust is 30.5 to 36 inches. Waist is 23 to 28 inches. Hips is 32.5 to 38 inches. For sizes 16 to 24, bust is 38 to 46 inches. Waist is 30 inches to 39 inches. Hips is 40 to 48 inches. Okay,
moving on to the line drawing. So looking at line drawings, the garment elements of view A are the collar, front and back yokes, satin sleeves, straight tapered darts, patch pockets with flaps, front band and a belt, and back vent. For view B, it's same as A, except no back vent, and it has a flounced hem. Okay, moving on to suggested fabric choices. We have your denim, linen types, poplin, rayon, sateen, shirtings, which we will group in with poplin, and we have your twills. Okay, so we will discuss each one of them more in depth. So starting with denim. Denim comes in a lightweight, medium weight to heavyweight fabrics. Lightweights are usually made into shirts, dresses, skirts, whereas medium weight and heavyweight fabrics are usually made into jeans and outerwear. It's typically breathable but can retain heat. Without spandex, lycra, elastane, it has low to medium stretchability. Spandex and alike increases the stretch and recovery, which is basically the snap back effect, and adds to the comfort of the garment. Moving on to linen. Linen is a woven. Denim also is a woven, but linen is a woven. It is a natural fiber, and it's also a fabric. It's great for summer. It's cool, breathable, and moisture resistant. It can be crisp, but if it's mixed with a softer fiber, it can take on that appearance. It becomes softer the more that you wash it and care for it. Moving on to poplin and shirtings. Remember, we group in those two. Those are woven fabrics. Has appearance of a men's dress shirt, but not as crisp, but rather softer and of a lighter weight. It's a very durable fabric. It has a smooth appearance. It's opaque, which means it's not see-through, and typically made from cotton, which is a man-made fiber. Which is a natural fiber. Rayon. It's a woven fabric. It has a silky and flowy silhouette, drapes nicely. It's lightweight, thin, breathable, and soft to the touch. Moving on to sateen. It is a smooth and soft fabric. It's lightweight to medium weight. It has a silky, glossy finish on one side with a matte, flat finish on the underside. If made with cotton, which is a natural fiber, it will be relatively durable. It has a nice drape. It's breathable and cool. Since it's soft and slippery, it can be difficult to sew. If a pattern calls for sateen, but it's not readily available, you can substitute satin. And lastly, twill, which is also woven fabric. It's opaque. It's not see-through. It's thick and durable. It's a bottom weight fabric with a great drape. It's typically made from cotton, which is a natural fiber. Let's take a look at how the pattern makers intended this garment to fit. It's silhouette basically. We're going to use a size 14, which is the mid-range. Okay, so looking at the bust measurement for your body measurement, it's a 36. Finished measurement is a 40. The difference is 4 inches. I'll pop up the ease chart, and you see that the silhouette here is fitted. The silhouette range is 3 to 4 inches, with the difference of 4 inches between the body measurement and finished measurement. That's on the high range. That's on the high end of the silhouette range. Me personally, looking at the garment itself around the bust, I would probably move up to the semi-fitted range, which is 4 1/8 to 5 inches, and I'll probably do a mid range of about 4.5 inches there. Moving on to the hips. So for your body measurement, it's 38 inches. Finished measurements is 42 inches, with the difference there of 4 inches. Popping up the ease chart again, you see that 4 inches is semi-fitted for the hips, and the silhouette range is 3 1/8 to 4 inches. So the 4 inches is at the high end of the silhouette range. Again, I will probably move up to the loose fitting range, but on the low end. So the loose fitting range is 4 1/8 to 6 inches, and I'll probably do maybe 5 inches. So actually that's probably mid, more like the mid for that one. So I'll probably move up for both of those. Again, because that's just my personal preference for that particular silhouette for me. So as usual, what I tell you to do is take a tape measure and put it around. You can start at the bust measurement here, put it at your actual bust measurement, and increase it by 4 inches, which is the difference here, and see how that fits for you. If that is where you want it to be, that's fine. If you want to adjust it, whatever you adjust it to, make sure to make that mark, and that will become your personal ease for that particular garment and that particular silhouette. Okay, you're going to do the same thing for the hips. So you're going to put around the hips at your actual hip measurements. Increase the tape measure by 4 inches. If that's enough ease for you, that's fine. And again, but if you made adjustments to it, either up or down, make a note of your adjustment, and that is your personal ease for that particular garment and that particular silhouette. Let's go over the sewing techniques you'll need to complete this pattern. You need the basics, which is the straight stitch, basting stitch, reverse stitch, sewing corners and curves, which includes notching and clipping. You'll also need to know how to do yokes, set-in sleeves, darts, straight taper darts here, patch pockets with flaps, front band, a back vent, and gathers. This concludes the pattern spotlight on Simplicity's S9463. If you made this pattern or intend to, or if you're going to follow along with me, please let me know in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this kind of content. Thanks again for watching, and happy sewing.